Xabi Alonso's name is once again echoing through the halls of the Santiago Bernabeu, and this time the message feels different. The phrase lighting up headlines, "He'll be a different coach," captures the growing belief that Alonso is not just destined to return to Real Madrid, but to redefine what leadership at the club looks like. Backed publicly by a former teammate and compared in the same breath as Pep Guardiola and José Mourinho, Alonso's trajectory feels almost written in the stars. Real Madrid is not just any club. It is a footballing institution built on dominance, resilience, and a relentless hunger for greatness. From Alfredo Di Stefano to Cristiano Ronaldo, from Zinedine Zidane to Carlo Ancelotti, the club has always attracted figures who embody excellence. Xabi Alonso was one of them, calm, intelligent, commanding. As a midfielder, he dictated tempo with elegance and authority. As a coach, he now appears ready to bring those same qualities back to the Spanish capital. Alonso's time as a Real Madrid player between 2009 and 2014 coincided with one of the most intense tactical eras in modern football. Under José Mourinho, Madrid became a machine of precision and counter-attacking power. Later, under Carlo Ancelotti, the team balanced control and creativity on its way to La Decima, the long-awaited 10th Champions League title. Alonso was central to both systems. He understood Mourinho's psychological edge and Guardiola's positional brilliance from his years facing Barcelona's golden side. That education shaped him. Now, as a coach making waves in Europe, Alonso is being described as someone who blends those influences rather than imitates them. A former teammate recently suggested that Alonso will be a different coach, not a copy of Guardiola, not a replica of Mourinho, but a unique evolution of both philosophies. It is high praise, and at Real Madrid, expectations never come small. The Guardiola comparison highlights Alonso's tactical intelligence. Like the Manchester City boss, Alonso believes in structure, intelligent positioning, and collective movement. His teams show patience in possession but remain purposeful. The Mourinho parallel, meanwhile, speaks to mentality, the ability to compete, to suffer when necessary, and to win under pressure. Real Madrid's DNA demands both artistry and steel. Alonso seems to understand that balance. What makes this potential return so compelling is timing. Real Madrid is entering another transitional phase. Veterans who defined an era are gradually stepping aside, while a new generation, Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Eduardo Camavinga, carries the torch forward. The club has mastered the art of evolution, but every evolution requires guidance. Alonso, still relatively young in managerial terms, represents continuity with a modern twist. Unlike some high-profile managerial appointments driven by reputation alone, Alonso's candidacy is built on development. He has taken his time, learning the craft step by step rather than rushing toward the spotlight. That patience mirrors his playing style. As a midfielder, he rarely forced a spectacular pass when a simple one would do. He read the game 2 steps ahead. As a coach, he appears to be doing the same with his career. For Madridistas, the emotional pull is undeniable. There is romance in seeing former heroes return to lead the next generation. Yet Real Madrid is not a sentimental club, it is a results-driven empire. Alonso's potential appointment would not be about nostalgia, it would be about vision. The club's hierarchy has always valued leaders who command respect instantly. Alonso's history in white ensures that respect would be immediate. The different coach label also suggests evolution beyond his mentors. Guardiola revolutionized positional play. Mourinho mastered psychological warfare and defensive organization. Alonso belongs to a generation that absorbed those extremes and now seeks synthesis. Modern football demands adaptability, pressing systems, fluid formations, data-driven preparation. Alonso has shown openness to innovation without abandoning core principles. In many ways, his story mirrors that of Zinedine Zidane. Another elegant midfielder. Another former Madrid player. Another figure who carried quiet authority before stepping into the dugout. Zidane's success proved that understanding the club's culture can be as important as tactical diagrams. Alonso possesses that same cultural fluency. He knows the pressure of the Bernabeu whistle. He knows the roar after a last-minute winner. He knows that at Real Madrid, second place is never enough. But the path would not be simple. Comparisons to Guardiola and Mourinho elevate expectations to extraordinary heights. Guardiola's teams dominate possession statistics. Mourinho's sides thrive in knockout battles. Real Madrid supporters will expect Alonso to conquer Europe and compete for every domestic trophy. The margin for error is razor thin. Still, there is something fitting about this narrative. Football often moves in cycles. Players become mentors, students become masters. Alonso learned from some of the greatest minds of his era. Now he stands on the brink of applying that knowledge where his heart once belonged. He'll be a different coach. The phrase resonates because it suggests authenticity. Alonso will not try to be Guardiola pacing the technical area in animated fashion. He will not mimic Mourinho's confrontational charisma. Instead, he is likely to project calm authority, clarity of thought, and strategic balance. A leader shaped by elite experiences yet grounded in his own identity. For Real Madrid, the future is always about the next conquest. The club measures time in trophies, not seasons. If Xabi Alonso does return as manager, it will mark more than a homecoming, it will symbolize continuity between eras. A bridge from the Galactico past to a data-driven future. A reminder that greatness can evolve without losing its core. Whether the appointment happens next season or further down the line, belief is growing that Alonso's destiny is intertwined with Madrid once again. The comparisons to Guardiola and Mourinho are not burdens, they are acknowledgments of his footballing education. But the most intriguing part of the story is not who he resembles, it is who he might become. Real Madrid has always demanded leaders who think boldly and act decisively. Xabi Alonso's journey suggests he is preparing for exactly that challenge. And if he does walk back into the Santiago Bernabéu as head coach, it will not simply be a return. It will be the beginning of a new chapter, written by a man ready to be different, ready to lead, and ready to uphold the legacy of the most demanding club in world football. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more Madrid latest news.